Welcome to Fat Man Getting Fit, the show where I give myself health advice. I'm going to have to ask you to be respectful in the comments because I don't need you to tell me how sexy I am. I know how sexy I am, and let's face it, unless I'm single and you're female, I'm not interested in you. But today we're going to talk about an interesting piece of kit that maybe you should have and maybe you shouldn't. I find them useful, but that's just me, and that is a fitness tracker. Ooh, itchy. Just so you'll know, I'm filming this right after the fires, so there's a lot of nose irritation going on. Anyway, what is a fitness tracker? Originally, fitness trackers were called pedometers, but now they do more, much like your smartphone. Now, a fitness tracker can be as simple as a free app for your smartphone, or as complicated as a multi-piece device that wraps around your chest and sits over your heart, sits on your wrist, and then connects to your smartphone to take up data. Alright? The simplest are just pedometers. They're still called pedometers. You download them from an app store, you put them on your phone, you turn on the app, it tracks how many steps you take as long as your cell phone is in your pocket and the app is open. Okay, these are fine devices. Are they great devices? No, they're not. But they're fine devices. You can get two of them to see what they say. They often say different things. The beauty of a fitness tracker that goes in your pocket is you don't sit there and drink yourself extra steps. Okay? This is an important thing, but it's not the most important thing. Now, this particular fitness tracker cost me about $30. It doubles as a watch. They break all the time. This one has not broken on me, but it's maybe the fourth one I've purchased. And it tells me my steps, it tells me how much sleep I've had, and it tells me how much deep sleep I've had. Okay? Wonderful thing to have. I get to track my sleep patterns. I recommend for this one, definitely charge it while you're in the shower, because although it is waterproof and you can take it in there, you got to charge it sometime. And switch wrists, because you will get sweat under this thing, and it bothers you. And of course, this one has an app. You know, what you do is you open the app, and it does things like it shows you your sleep, shows you your heart rate. I don't have a lot of data on this one at the moment because I haven't been wearing it, but I can flip back to a couple weeks ago when I have been wearing it. Shows me a nice graph of how much I walked that day, how much I slept, and my average heart rate. Okay? These are all important things to know. Now, can you get by without a fitness tracker? Of course you can. They're not necessary pieces of kit. They may be, out of your price range. Hey, some people, $30 is a lot of money. Some people would not, but some people it is. And I mean, you might not like wearing a wristwatch. You might not own a cell phone, which would bring the question, how are you watching me on YouTube? But again, this is just a thing that shows you a reference point. Now, most people who get these set a goal of 10,000 steps, okay? And I will say that I used to walk around with a person who had that goal, and he would get 10,000 steps every day. So I matched him, I got a pedometer, and I generally got less than, at the time I was getting around 5,000 a day, I think. And yet we would go out together, and he would always trail behind me. His weight was not doing well, and, that was just one of those things. So, you looked at this fellow and you said, hey dude, what's going on here? The problem was that although he was getting the locomotion in the 10,000 steps, he was not pushing his body hard enough. So, much like a scale, a fitness tracker is nothing but a tool that shows you where you are. And I mean, yes, at a certain point, if you're getting 30,000 steps a day, it'd be very surprising if you didn't start losing weight. okay? I don't know how many steps a marathon is, but, more than 30,000, I'm pretty sure. But it would be surprising. However, I will say this much. I once got to 11 miles a day, which was at least 20,000 steps, and was not losing weight. I was hurting myself, was getting blisters on my feet, but my weight wasn't going down, and why is a medical issue that be discussed with the doctor. But it is a thing. So that's one of those things that you should be aware of. I have this. I can take screenshots of my walking every week and my health and all that, and I can show them to you folks, and that's just one thing I can start doing. Okay? And, you could gauge by that what the progress is. And again, my level of health, my average heart rate. Heart rate is an interesting thing. I don't know enough about it. I'm going to have to do some research. Again, my fitness advice is for me. Okay? I know I need to do more research into heart rate. I need to understand it better. But I have this. I actually have a blood pressure cuff somewhere. So I might start using that. And I'm going to go out there and be more conscious of my health. All right? So one thing you can do to be more conscious of your health, fitness tracker. I have one. I recommend you get simple ones because, again, the gentleman I spoke of, he would get the $200 model. It would break. These things tend to last about 6 months. That's it. They'll break. You'll buy another one, and that's the end of the story. Get one you like. One that fits you. And just the expensive ones, I've never encountered one that does well. Maybe one day a company will send me an expensive one, and I'll get to review it. But until then, hey, $30. I know what my heart rate is. I know how much I'm sleeping, and I know how much walking I'm doing. All right, great little device. Good for you to have in your pantheon there. I am Richard. Thank you for watching Fat Man Getting Fit. This is the show where I give myself health advice. Remember, though, that I am not a doctor and I'm not here to clear what ails you. I am here to give myself advice, and hopefully some of that can apply to you. I'm Richard. Comment, like, and subscribe.